You know, it's always fun to go through a video game that you've been playing for a little bit now, click on something by accident, and discover something new. Like this map. Wherever you go, you can actually change the map type, which is interesting. So, yeah, cool, different. Wasn't expecting it, but there you go. The more you know. Welcome on in to another snow plowing simulator here on Simulated Mind. We're just going to keep at it. We're going to do the grind of taking on the snow because the snow won't take care of itself. At least not entirely. I mean, the heat sometimes helps, but it doesn't look like it's going to get warm anytime soon. So we've got some jobs to do. We've got some tools to unlock. Let me real quick, though. Let's see. So we have tea, we have food, we have meds. Well, we need more food, actually, because we just have bananas. So let's go ahead and get that so we have our calories taken care of for the day. We did unlock the winter work, by the way, so now we have that as well. Right now, we're just rocking the work gear. So snacks, it takes up in your... I actually do like how the food varies. It is pretty interesting. You never quite know what you're going to come across. Satay, huh? All right, I'll take it. Let's go. Is there anything that's high in calories? The pizza, the chicken. All right, yeah, I guess the chicken. We'll do the chicken. Because we need something that where if we don't realize that we're low on calories, we can just pop it real quick. All right, so that's been added to our inventory. What does that say? Leave deliveries and packages here. Yeah, well, good luck with that. Okay, so we could get a new shovel, but I'm okay with the little shovel. It's not terrible, honestly. It doesn't have as much capacity and doesn't, like cover as much ground as, say, the basic or the professional, but I think I'm okay. We did recently buy the spike tires, which really helps driving through the snow. I'm really trying to save up for the plow. That way we can just plow the roads and get to where we need to go. Ooh, actually, muffin, $1 and 800 calories? That's a win. That's easy right there. All right. Have our aspirin and tea and cough syrup ready just in case, but we haven't needed it, which has been nice. We do work at night at times, so having a basic flashlight wouldn't be terrible. But at $650, I'm just like, I feel like there are better things to save up for, like the plow. Yep, so we got all of our food here. Satay, chicken, bucket, banana, muffin, spike tires. Cool. All right. Time to heat things up. Or smash into a sign. Wait, I'm going the wrong way. Most of the people live over here, so at least right now on our map. Okay. So we've done at least 2 or 3 jobs for the doctor, so he should be all set. Exit out. Did they need any work done? Mailbox. It's cleared of snow. It doesn't really look like it. What fantasy world are they in? Ooh, earnings 1,000. Ugh. Okay, so we can plow this. Oh, okay, yeah, fair bit. A fair bit. All the way around, huh? You know, maybe we do invest in a better snow plow. It's our snow shovel. All right. We got this. Eye of the tiger. That's interesting. They want a path all around their entire house. I guess I don't blame them. You kind of want to be able to access the side yards and the backyard as well. Yeah, this would be a heck of a workout for sure. It'd be interesting to see animals in this game. Like wild animals, but also domesticated animals, like people with dogs and stuff. Squirrels. Just different things that make the environment a bit more lively. Because right now, it's just a little too quiet. Like, we have environmental noises. Like wind and stuff. You can hear rain fall, but it would be nice to have a little bit of something extra that's more natural, you know? What is going on here? What? Why do you keep dumping the snow here? What is going on? No, stop it. Do you mind? Rude. I don't know what is going on here. This is why we can't have nice things. You're gonna push... Sure, that works. You're gonna push me to get the new shovel, huh? I have that feeling. What is going on? This isn't supposed to be doing this. It's never done it before, so I don't know why all of a sudden. It's supposed to just remove the snow, but instead it's just stacking it up in front of me. What is this, like the Dark Souls of snow plowing? Yeah, it's not supposed to be doing that. At least I've never seen it do that before. Huh. Fun. Okay, well... Crap. Do we try for a new shovel and just say, forget it? Let's just do that and see if we can finish this job, because... I don't know, it's... If we keep hitting into this issue where the snow just keeps stacking in front of it like that, to keep stacking in front of us like that, I don't know what we're gonna do. Also, it's interesting because my shovel keeps acting like it's hitting stuff randomly, but it's blue, and then it reacts, and then it turns red. So I'm not sure what's going on there. We're getting lots of quirk today. It's one of those days, though. I'm recording this on Thursday, so, you know, it's understandable. It's been an interesting week. So I feel that. I feel that. My durability is pretty low, too. Yeah, I don't know why the snow's doing that. That's very strange. Huh. Uh-huh. Okay, well, you know what? Let's... Yeah, I don't know. How's our... Yeah, calories are fine. Okay. Trying to think of the best route here. So let's go back. Let's buy a better shovel, I guess. I didn't really want to spend the money, but if it helps. And I do want to test this out to see if it's part of the game or if it's a bug. Then again, bugs are a part of the game in a way. You know, it's like they are a part of it. It's just they're not an intended part of it. Oh, I'm gonna keep hitting E for everything in this game. So I apologize in advance. Yep. Oh, for goodness sake. Everything in, like, almost every game I've ever played has always had interaction be E or F. Sometimes Q. So it's just like, I gotta get used to it not being that way here. Do you want to do basic or just go for the professional? You know what? Fine. There goes all my money. Can that be delivered by Amazon drone? That would just be really funny to see. Oh, thanks there, bud. Let's see here. Tab? No. Settings. Key bindings. I'm just glad they have key bindings listed. There's so many early access games that don't, and you're just left guessing. Left controls radial. Okay. There it is. Oh. Oh. Oh no. Huh. Yeah, the snow is still staying. That's supposed to, because I didn't finish the pile, but... Yeah, the snow's doing weird stuff right now. Like, look at that. I don't... Uh-huh. It's art. I'm sticking to it. You know, the doctor's still out in his yard. You'd think he'd get a little tired or cold, hungry. But nope, he's out there. Nope, not this house. Because supposedly they're already done, even though there's a ton of snow everywhere. There we go. Radial. So used to, like, you know, talking about the radial menu. I'm so used to, like, tab being radial or something like that, or even Q. So left control is definitely interesting. What is going on with this game? The snow has worked great thus far, but not so much today. Yeah, this should be able to go forward, too. Oh, yeah, there we go. Yeah, this is going to make shoveling a super, super big headache. Though, this is a lot better. This specific shovel is very, very good. The amount that we can push. God, you barely hit anything, you bounce off of it. This is just extreme shaving. Why are these getting left behind? I don't know. Playing this game, though, almost makes me want to try out these shovels in a weird way. But I live in the south of the U.S., so I don't get this weather. And as I've mentioned before, I typically don't miss it. Like, I like looking at it. It's nice. I just don't like dealing with it. I dealt with snow for over 20 years. And I'm just to the point where it's like, I'm good. I then moved to LA, then down south, and I'm okay. My partner was actually originally born in the south, so she was actually born in Germany on a military base, but then she was raised in the south, and so she loves snow because it's just something very different from what she's used to. I feel like that's usually what happens, though. A lot of times we always want the opposite of what we've been around. Alright, so we're going to try to make this work as best as we can. But yeah, for some reason the snow is just not disappearing like it used to. It just stays stacked. Unless it wasn't supposed to disappear and it was supposed to stack this whole entire time, and it just wasn't. Because at that point, I don't know what to do with the snow then. Oh boy, okay. Well, we're kind of moving stuff around. I don't know if it's really going to benefit us, but we'll see. I think the sounds sound very good, though. Most of them sound very much on point. The stepping on ice and snow, the shovel scraping. You know what was interesting? I saw a video recently, and this isn't to say anything negative at all about the person who put this video up, by the way. Not by any means, because I didn't actually watch the video. I just saw the title and was like, oh, that's interesting. But they were talking about in the video, from what I understood of it, that, you know, what is happening with Sims? Are they going downhill? And like, you know, is like the Sim genre plummeting or decreasing and stuff, not doing as well as it should? And it didn't seem like it was about like, oh, there's just a lot of bad games coming out, but just like there are not enough games or something coming out. And I'm like, there are so many Sim games coming out. So many in early access, so many that have released, so many that still update their games. I think some content creators do tend to forget that not everyone plays a game for content alone. And so there are a lot of content creators that will give up on a game and not look back on it, even when it has updates, because they're just not paying attention to it, because they're trying to find the next big game, so that way they can showcase it and get a bunch of views on it, which understandably so. You need views in order to get your channel to be discovered by more people and to get recommended by YouTube. Like, there are a lot of pressures on content creators. Me happening to be one for over the past, since 2017, basically. So it's been many years. This channel itself hasn't been around for that long. I used to stream primarily on Twitch, and that was it. And then I started going on YouTube, did my first channel, and then created this one. But yeah, not everyone plays games for content. And, you know, a lot of times we forget about games because we've played so many as content creators that we forget about all the updates and stuff out there. But the genre itself is actually growing rapidly. And it is, when you look at industry reports, it is one of the top game genres that is looked at to be still rapidly growing and increasing, and where we're going to see probably more and more games at, because they're safer bets. This is the thing, is that because of the mentality of the industry currently, not a lot of people want to experiment with new games. They're afraid, because they're afraid that they're going to get burnt by it and lose a lot of money. So they want safe bets. So they're also going to go into genres that are booming right now, are starting to boom, and create games for it. And also, sim games aren't, in some respects, like they can be in a little bit, but they're not unsafe games. Let's put it that way. Like, you're going to find your niche, just as long as you realize you're not probably going to make millions of dollars off of a sim game, usually. Unless you're like Power Wash Simulator or something, you know, you have that breakout game. But I think simulators are here to stay, and they're going to keep growing. Now, for how long, I can't say. But I won't complain, because I love these games. And, you know, when I speak about this, this is not just as a content creator, as an avid gamer, but also as someone who's in the industry. I see the trends, I see the interactions online between players and development teams. I'm seeing what kind of games are coming out, what kind of games will be coming out. You know, I could see the inspirations of different genres in different games that come out, including the simulation influence on different games. So I definitely see it as a genre that will continue to go. We just need quality. That's the big thing. There's a lot of quantity right now. We just need to continue to see quality. Otherwise, yeah, it won't really grow, and people will start avoiding a lot of these simulation games because it's just, you know, if you get enough asset flips or enough games that just end up dying in early access and getting abandoned. Because that's happened a bit in the indie horror genre, where you get a lot of asset flips, you get a lot of people just trying to push out for a quick money grab, or people just going, well, you know, this is just an easy, quick game to make, and then I'll move on to something else. And so even though there are a lot of horror games in the indie scene, which is great in some respects, because I've played a lot of them and have absolutely loved them, they've been absolute gems, there are other ones that are just really bad. You know, people were hoping that they'd make a fair bit of money on it and then just go support another game with that money, you know, or it was just a quick asset flip. There's a lot of different reasons why, but a lot of different games out there that just did not make the cut. And so it's made it where people can be a little more hesitant about jumping into horror games because there's just enough bad ones or abandoned ones. And hopefully the sim genre doesn't really see that, but I can see it in some games for sure. I just hope the direction isn't as extreme. But we'll see. I will say that the games I play on my channel, I only play them because I enjoy them. Like, if I stop enjoying it, I'll stop playing it because I know I'm not having fun, and therefore it can't be fun for the person watching. I know some people are into other people's misery. That's kind of a part of human nature in a weird way. But, yeah, no, I don't want to do that. There have actually been several videos that I have recorded and went, I didn't have fun with that, so I'm not putting it out, and I just delete it. It's just the way it is, and then I will try to do another video if I have the time. You know, I'll be happy if we get to, like, 95% with the way this snow is acting. Yeah, just we keep hitting these big hills, and the hills aren't going anywhere. These big snow mounds or whatever. And I don't remember this ever being an issue before, so I don't know what changed or how it changed. Okay, so... well, we have shoveled quite a bit thus far. We're getting there, slowly but surely. I'm curious on what was the inspiration for this area. Is it somewhere in Europe? Is it supposed to be somewhere in the US? I mean, I'm assuming a little bit of the US, because I could see Colorado, for example. Is there anything back here? We really haven't made any other additional discoveries toward the whole Yeti Bigfoot thing. We found the moon relic, and that's been about it thus far. They've added in like this weird, quirky little storyline of you discovering things as you do your job and potentially coming across Bigfoot. Which, you know, for a game like this, adding a little bit of quirk, definitely not a bad idea. Also adding on a little bit of something that adds value in a different way to keep people playing is not a terrible thing, by any means. Okay, interesting. I don't know what I'm hitting, but we're hitting it. In the middle of the night. What else do we have? Papa Satay, Bonanas, Muffin. Pocket Muffin, best muffin. Sounds like a really strange nickname you'd have for someone. Hey, Pocket Muffin. I wouldn't know how to take that if someone called me that. Uh-oh. Okay, there we go. Back to extreme shaving. Here on the Extreme Shaving Network. Welcome back to ESN. And now for the shaves of the week. See, it works. It works so well. Actually, there are plenty of videos of shaving and like ASMR barbers and stuff like that on YouTube. So that is definitely a thing. People would watch that. A lot of these barbers from like India and the Middle East and stuff where they're, you know, giving like head massages and doing a little bit of weird chiropractic and stuff. Some of them are just smacking the crap out of people. I'm like, I'm not sure how that's relaxing or why you're doing that. I would end up with a headache and a really bad attitude. And I think the barber would probably end up with a black eye. Because, yeah, they just like, they'll really torque the head around and the neck and just smack him in the head. I'm like, what is that doing? That's doing absolutely nothing. And that's not relaxing. I feel like some of it is for show, though, because it gets views, it gets clicks. You really can't take YouTube videos as like a documentary. You can't look at it and go, oh yeah, this is, you know, all legit 100% in the life of someone, because why would they fake it? Why would they put something out that's more so for show, but it's for clicks? It's like a lot of these chiropractors, they were doing the whole like ring dinger thing where they basically pull your head/neck to try to decompress your back, but they're putting as much force onto it as a car accident would, which is not good for you. And then they were like, okay, well, now it's been shown like a billion times, so what else do we do? Oh, you know, let's do the Y strap. And it's like, that's the same thing, just with a different tool, but yeah, you're getting clicks because people are like, oh, what's that? And then now you have people where the chiropractor is like literally standing on the table that the patient is sitting on, and they're trying to adjust them that way. And they're just like hunched over the person, trying to get a certain like positioning on the neck to crack it. And it's like, oh my goodness, man. Like a lot of stuff on YouTube is just magician work. You know, it's there for entertainment. It's there for show. It's not to say that what they're doing couldn't be legitimate, but they're doing it in a very extra way that they don't really need to be. But it's, again, for engagement. Okay, so 84%. I'm really not sure what to do with these snow mounds. %. Well, let's try the shovel then and see if we can't get some of this out of here. Oh, this is so much slower. I forgot. Well, it does look like we're in the green, where we could stop the job now. But there is like this obsessive completionist bit of me that really wants to just get this done. Oh, we have to worry about temps too, actually. Let's go ahead. Put the shovel away. You know, we'll go to the truck. We'll hop over to the office, get some food. Oh, hi camera. I'm so sorry for everyone who had to witness that. The camera really wanted to have that fence in frame. Okay, so power up. Donut. Sushi. Nice. $900 calories there. Fried chicken. And black chocolate. Black chocolate gives a lot of good energy and is healthy if it's used rarely. I'm assuming they mean, like, dark chocolate. Well, everything's in moderation, though. So far, it doesn't impact us at all, like, health-wise. Like, they talk about, like, oh, the health of your character, but I don't really see a system in play that, like, where certain foods impact you outside of just the calorie gain. Is this it? Should be it, right? Chicken. Sushi. And a muffin. Sounds like such a weird lunch to have. Can we get these edges? We'll find out. On the next snow plowing simulator. Who needs the gym? The snow is our gym. Where we're going, we don't need gyms. Man. Now, technically speaking, this is kind of what you'd have to do in real life. The snow stacks up, and then you have to try to potentially get it with like a snow shovel or something and get it out of the way. It's just it wasn't doing this before, so that's the interesting thing. So I don't know if the way I was originally experiencing it is the way it's supposed to be in the game, or if this is it. We are not getting any credit for this, but yet it's the blue stuff. I mean, it's the blue stuff that you're supposed to move, but we're set 86.5 right now. Oh, 0.6. 0.7. Look at us go. We're flying through. Or something. Well, we found a straight line that works for us, so I'm taking it. I don't know where we're going because I can't look up, but... And we're shoveling, and we're shoveling. And we're spinning, and we're shoveling. I like the little spin flare. That's good. Reminds me of that guy who turns all items into weapons, and then tries showcases how they would be reloaded. So he actually does some pretty clever stuff. Okay, 88.1. Not getting anything for this. Oh, 0.2. Hey, watch out now. I was hoping for a little bit of faster progress, but let's see what this gives us. Technically, we could stop the job now. Because we are in the green. I think we get paid in full. I don't know if that impacts recommendations or anything like that. Or if at this point we're just doing it for ourselves. For our own sense of completion, I'm not really sure. If I can at least get it to 90, that would be cool. Yeah, I'm kind of curious on the math on the back end of how it counts. You know, how it decides on, okay, this is then 0.1%. Come on, 90%, then I'm calling it. You ever felt so close yet so far away? Alright, 90%. There we go. Cool. I'm gonna call it on that. So, where are they? There we go. Yes. Oh, no. Okay, we didn't earn full earnings, so we have to get 100% because that was supposed to be like a $1,000 job. Okay. So, yeah, it does impact earnings. Which makes sense. No complaints. Concussion. Need food? No, we're okay. Well, let's try up here. Hello? Yep, there's job. There is job. Okay. Oh, yeah, all the way around. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Okay. Roll. Let's go to professional. Is this snow going to go anywhere? Not really, no. Okay. Duly noted. Oh, we can't... Oh, well, we can get the snow, just we have to do this. You're doing so much damage to these shovels right now. Because every time you ding it, the durability is going down. Well, there's not much you can do, though. Not really. Well, it does seem like we can push more of the snow into the yard, so that's good. Unlike the other location. Oh, nice. We can go right through the door. Sure, I'll take it. There we go. Like always, the fun thing is always trying to figure out the angle you need to shovel. How do we want to go about this? At what angle do you want to come from, or can you come from? Yeah, luckily, once the snow is white, you don't have to worry about it. It's the stuff highlighted in blue you need to take care of. Shove this over here. Beautiful. We're probably going to have to order more food at this point. At the rate that we're going. There doesn't seem to be a place where you can sleep either to pass the time or anything. It's just literally one job to the next, to the next, to the next. Once you have enough money, get some upgrades, and go back at it again. There really doesn't seem to be anything else to do to kind of break that cycle up. Which isn't terrible, but it would be nice. I can't swim. I'm not trying to swim. I guess we're near water somewhere. It's actually surprising how much control you have over the snow once it's in your shovel. Like, look at that. I wish that was something that happened in real life. That would make plowing snow just so much easier. Plowing and shoveling. Back to the Extreme Shaving Network. Now let's cut it off over here. Well, we've got a good chunk of the left side of the house finished up, so that's good. Or getting finished up. Got a lot of the back, a lot of the front, a lot of the other side. This job will probably be a two-parter. At the rate that we're going right now. This would be so much faster if we could just pull up our truck and plow through here, but the plow is expensive. We need at least $3,000 for the first one. So then at that point, we'd plow first, and then from there, you would just jump into getting the shovel out, one of the shovels, and just kind of cleaning up. The way the snow stacks is very interesting looking. And that's not a bad thing, by the way, when I say that. It just is very interesting looking. One thing you can definitely appreciate about simulation games is the fact that it does push devs to try to make even semi-mundane tasks, let's say, as realistic as possible. It usually does try to push them to an extent, depending on their budget and time and everything. But so it is neat, like what can come out of simulation games and can inspire other types of games in the future. Left you a message. The snow has covered his property again. He's asked for... Yeah, I bet he is. I'm sure he's still outside, too, just hanging out like a weirdo. He's got to be retired, right? Like, that man doesn't move. He just stands out there. Soon he's going to need a doctor. Okay, so we'll try to push this over here. Trying to see how we can get this to work in our favor. Oh my goodness. Oh, you're gonna be difficult, huh? There we go. Okay, good enough. This is where that headlamp would come in handy for sure. You are going to be a right old pain in the butt, huh? Yep. Oh my god. Come on. You know, fine. Stay there. See if I care. That one. Other one. Oh, we are moving slow. Our calories are low. Suddenly energy. That is cool, though, that when you're running low on calories, doesn't always work the way I need it to. It is cool, like, how you do slow down. Where are we at? 60%. Okay, not too bad. Still have a fair amount to go, but that's all right. Boy, that sound of the wind is really wild. It makes me feel cold just hearing it. Alright. Getting through this bit. And then it's just the side of the house in the front. Back not as good as the side, but that's okay. We're gonna go with the good enough method here. I want to at least wrap this section up real quick in the back. And we can definitely go through and clean it up whenever we come back to this. Go. All right. So not too bad. We'll do some cleaning up on the side and the back, and then we will wrap around here, get this bit, and we should be pretty good from there. Well, thank you very much for joining me for another snow plowing simulator here on Simulated Mind. I really do appreciate it. Feel free to like the video if you've enjoyed it, as well as come on back for future episodes. But take care of yourselves and each other. I look forward to hanging out with you in the next one.